everyone, I hope you all are doing really well. Welcome back to my channel. So wonderful to have you here. Today I will be talking about the dangers of using AI in many creative areas, such as in writing books, writing ebooks, and creating art and all sorts of art and making money out of it. And so this really affects artists, writers, actually really people in medical field, medical research. It is being used in so many areas and it's getting so extremely out of control already. People with zero talent and understanding, knowledge, literally using, and actually lazy people too, using these systems to create work or even steal other people's work and make lots of money out of it. And not only money, but also status and career, and that is not right. I had a quick experience within the last week or so and also last night, and what I saw, and I was testing the system to see what's the fuss about it, I literally run into and made a discovery how especially the art creating programs or AI programs, which names I won't mention here, and there are two major ones and I use one of those, and I made a discovery last night as also this morning, and I was like, wait a minute, and I tried to Google and find out how you even copyright or even own the art that you create within these systems. And I run into so many discussions from artists, from people that are being used, literally artists' art has been used and stolen and created 28,000 times by other people using AI. And literally this artist, famous artist, has absolutely nowhere to even get his rights because it's his own right, and he is named on all of these arts that has been created and produced by AI systems and programs, so that he has absolutely zero control on his own art that is being stolen by AI programs from the artists. That is really dangerous. I also run into one of the discussions regarding the spiritual work, these tarot creators, tarot card creators, and using these AI programs in order to create their art for their tarot cards, and then really selling them in such a high amount of money that they are even creating Kickstarters for their tarot cards. I mean, how greedy is that? And how does even the spiritual, and I will make another video about the whole story of the greed of these so-called spiritual light worker, YouTubers, tarot readers. There are so many wrong things going on in this world. It's mind-blowing to me. And what I run into, basically, there's absolutely no way that the own art you create using the system, because the way you create it is that you give prompts. You give prompts to the program, to the system, so that it generates a art for you. For example, if you say, for example, me, create a woman with dark brown hair, reddish brown hair, brown eyes and red lips, whatever, with polka dot red shirt, whatever. So you give literally, she sits on a gray chair with plants on the side, white wall. You literally type in like that, and then it creates a person most likely not looking like me, but just a random person, and then you're like, oops, that's not what I wanted. So, but of course, people who can do it nicely, who can really do it well, or are lucky, because it has nothing really to do with how genius you are to type in what you want. It's just randomly creates and literally steals from all over the internet and put things together, put the puzzle together, and create something, an art that is similar to what you actually give the command for. And so when you create this, even though the prompt is the same, when you request more copies of it, it creates every time something else, a different versions of it. So, but then you're like, okay, this is now mine, right? Uh-oh, not so fast, because apparently you don't even own this. It's still also not being controlled. And I will talk about the control in a second, because that's why I wanted to immediately this video, because as you all know, I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk, and something just I read about what happened today with Elon Musk regarding to AI, and it's always like this. Whenever I have something in my mind, something happens in the news on that topic right away. I just can't make this stuff up. So then I said, okay, that's it. I have to make this video. So that will come up in just in a second, but let me finish my train of thoughts. And that is when you create and you think, okay, now this is what I created and this art is now mine, because the prompt came out as my idea, my creation. It's my idea. That's my prompt. Nope. You don't even have the copyrights of it. And because I researched it, how can I copyright the art that I just created based on my own mind? Nope, no regulation whatsoever. And again, plus turns out it really steals from all over the internet other artists' art, and then puzzles together and makes an art. So that is not right. And also what I discovered last night and this morning, because I used it for the first time ever last night, after, just really wanted to have all the fuzz and see how does it work. Let me just figure this thing out and see how it works. So I tried to design some artwork and like a figure. I want to create a figure, and I literally wrote several prompts that I didn't even use the prompt generator, but my own mind, I wanted to have it this, because there was some really stupid stuff coming out, like with two heads. This is so weird. Even the art is not accurate. How people can use this is really, some art is so defective also. Like the arms are like, I don't know, like a leg long, or the hands are like twisted, or there are two limbs, like two arms, two hands, two heads. Sometimes it's just randomly beautiful, but randomly it's just crap. Literally, it's just really crazy. But then I really just, for 2 hours, I worked on it and was like, oh, okay, let me just tweak this, tweak that. And once it really generated, kind of similar. It wasn't really what I wanted, but something else came out. I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's nice. So I was like, okay, probably that's not so bad. But then what I realized is, because there's a your page, but there's also the community. So everybody, all the users, which are 26,000 users, their creations are on that community page where you can see everybody's work. And then one of my creation popped out there. I saw last night, we said, wait, I don't want people to see it. And there was no way to hide it. So I didn't want my creation to be public, because it's my creation, regardless of what program I used, it was still my creation. And I already created, I don't know, maybe hundreds or so, which 40 or so I deleted with the double limbs and double heads and stuff, shifted nose and stuff like this. So I deleted, maybe I had like 60 or whatever, something like that, because it didn't create what I wanted. So it was just randomly creating stuff like, okay. But I still had my own personal prompt that I wanted, that I wrote. So then I realized, wait a minute, before I closed, and that was already like very late. So I used it last night until late night. And so for 2 hours, literally for 2 hours, I was like, okay, this gave me a little bit of bad taste in my mouth, and I said, okay, you know what, before I close this, I really want to delete all of it, all the creation that I made on my page, so it does not show up on the community section, because I believe that that was my work. So what happened was, before I closed it, I saw on the community page suddenly somebody created very similar figure that I was creating for 2 hours. It was literally because I said I want a specific dress, I want specific hair, specific things, specific way I wanted to create the figure. It was literally the dress, the colors, the additional things that I requested, the prompt that I gave. It was literally similar. I was like, wow, this guy literally stole my creation. I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, that's not, and I literally deleted everything. This morning, I logged in again and saw, wait a minute. Then on the community page, that guy created multiple of those figures with the same or similar dresses, colors, and style that I gave the prompt for, that I had created, and the hair and the extras and the hair and stuff like that. I couldn't believe. The only difference was mine was more realistic. I created more realistic, and this person was more like a cartoonish style. But the idea was the same, and I just couldn't believe it. And then there was like multiple of those, because once you create it, it creates similar of those, because the AI program believes that you liked it and it keeps continue on of these styles. Because the point of AI is you teach with the prompts what to do. The AI is not something that does things on its own. It does, but you teach with your prompts what to do, and you teach it. And then the AI believes that this is what you like, let me produce similar of those. And this would happen also to me, but apparently, because I now saw that guy has multiple of similar, and apparently he liked it, so he kept creating, literally the dress, the colors, the hair, the style of hair, the things on the hair. It's just unbelievable. And then I looked, wait a minute, this guy literally stole my idea, my prompts, because I had Googled it to see how can I copyright it. It actually literally says that in order to even claim anything, and at this point, nobody can claim anything that they have created on AI programs. You have to look at the prompts. The prompts, if this is a copy. And then my discovery happened. What I discovered was the following. I then looked to that exact figure, and which was pretty much the same as mine, except the faces. Mine was more realistic. This person was more like a cartoon. And this is from choice. But then I looked for the prompts. I am telling you, nowhere, anywhere in this guy's prompt was any word of anything that I had written. The dress color, because I typed in 2 dress colors that I wanted, 2 color dress, and the style of the dress and all that, and the color of that thing in the hair and the hair color. Everything was the same, but his prompt has a 0. Nothing to do with 1, my prompts, and number 2, with the thing that he even requested. What he requested had also nothing to do with that figure. It was literally my figure. The idea was my figure's idea, but has nothing to do with the prompt that is given. And then I discovered what? The timing. Exact same time we were on the program creating this stuff. While I kept producing and to really fine-tune what I wanted, the exact same time, literally there, because there's a time, you can see it, exact same time this guy was also producing their stuff. So at one point, my belief is that what I found is that, and I'm actually, as a scientist, I'm pretty sure that the AI system has trained or accumulated that prompt so much that it confused and kept producing, because we were on the exact same time on the computer, on the program, creating this stuff. Because it was constantly creating for me, it literally, I guess, it got like kind of mixed up, produced and created the exact same figure. But his prompt and my prompt had nothing to do with each other. That has never been written anywhere. I saw it, discovered it this morning. And then I said, wow, I have to make a video on this to warn people, because if you are in the same time creating this stuff, not only that it is immediately in the open area, everybody can see it, but also, yes, I saw that some programs have the secret version of it, you have to pay for it. But at the same time, what about in the back end where the AI literally confuses and keeps producing for different users the same prompts, even though the prompts are different? Wow. Nobody talks about this. But also, the thing is, I was since day one, and everybody who know me knows that I was and still am against AI usage. Why? Because somebody like me who literally burned candles, worked 24/7, and it is in a generation who really worked hard to where they got, writing research articles, writing books, writing things, creating content, creating ideas, and also now really doing artwork and art. That's so messed up. Also, for example, my older sister, she's an award-winning writer in Germany, and her books, she's a youth author, and her books are being used in schools, universities, and everywhere around the globe. She's a really good writer, and she's, as I said, an award-winning writer in Germany. So What about maybe I can bring her on to have this conversation in terms of writers, but artists also. The artist literally said, I have zero clue that the AI program stole my art and 28,000 copies were created. This is mind-blowing. And also when I saw, I think it was a few weeks ago or months ago or so, on LinkedIn, randomly I saw that now these young researchers, medical researchers, are just like praising. It's now wonderful to use ChatGPT to write all of our papers, and what is happening? And people like applauding, and there are thousands of likes, and yay! What is going on? How even? I mean, beside the fact of other like lazy people and zero creative people who use this stuff, what about professors and all the people like us, the medical researchers? How can you praise this stuff? Or even grant writers, now me as a nonprofit, right? Like trying to get in grants. Now all the grant making companies are now really creating hundreds and hundreds of dollars for workshops, how to use ChatGPT to write grants and get grants. Can you imagine like the extent of it? And this brings me to the regulation part of it, and which drives me crazy. And that is just now. That's why I was like, okay, I have to do it right now. This video right now, because it's exactly this happened. All of this happened today. Literally this morning, or last night and this morning. And just now, this evening, I saw in the news that Elon freaking Musk, and I have so many videos about this guy on my channel. Watch all of this. Everybody knows me. I am a 000 supporter, fan, whatever of this guy. This guy is, don't believe anything that comes out of this guy's mouth. This guy just met today with Chuck Schumer from the Democrats and also from the Republicans in the Senate. So he talked about AI and the regulation, whatnot. Did you know that all of these programs like ChatGPT and all the art creating programs are all OpenAI? OpenAI was created in 2015 as a non-profit first. I say first because wait, here's more. And one of the initial board members to create these OpenAI non-profit at the beginning was Elon Musk. And I mentioned it in many videos last year and the year before regarding Elon Musk's thoughts and words that came out of his mouth regarding AI before AI was even a thing. It wasn't even so popular. So, and I've been talking about this since 2014. Before even my YouTube channel, I was talking on social media about this. What he and I have been following him since he was saying things about AI when even the OpenAI wasn't even created. So he was the initial board member. Then OpenAI turned into, guess what? A for-profit, $29 billion for-profit company. I kid you not. And as a person who founded a nonprofit, a global cancer nonprofit, and running a nonprofit for the last 10 years. Just this disgusts me, to have a nonprofit turn into a for-profit company plus a $29 billion company. Let's backtrack a little bit. What did Elon Musk say in the very beginning when AI wasn't even a thing? He, and I said this in multiple other videos, and as I said in my past social media accounts, I had said that, and I literally heard him saying it. He was in a conference and he literally said in the conference that he is absolutely against AI, and that will be a literally destruction for humanity. Just Google it. In many articles, even now, just today's article where they even say that he met with Chuck Schumer and the Republican senator, that they even say it there that he was against it way back then. But then, since the AI becomes such a popular thing, he literally, a year or so later, he literally said, we have to get into the field of AI in order to not miss the boat. He said that. I heard him. I mean, I just don't grab information. I heard him say it. Like, I saw him saying it. That he did not want to miss the boat. So that's why, although in the conference he said that he's against it, against artificial intelligence, he said then later, we have to do it, and that's why we cannot miss the boat. And when did he say that? The time when he founded Neuralink. Google it. I can't make this stuff up. When he founded Neuralink, that's when he said, we cannot missing the boat. We have to do it. I'm not making it up. You can Google it. You can research it for yourself. But he was one of the founding board members of OpenAI. I mean, it is not a secret. He's most definitely a supporter of AI. And why did he left or he separated from OpenAI after OpenAI became a for-profit? Because it was interfering with, had a conflict of interest because Tesla's use of AI. So, don't believe anything that comes out of this guy's mouth. So, coming back to why he met with Chuck Schumer and the Republican senator, which I forgot who he was, but he, and some people comment, probably he is now trying to get another check from the government regarding AI. So, what's the deal? Why Elon Musk? Like, what's going on? And by the way, Elon Musk, after he left OpenAI, he also founded another AI company. So maybe he is after another check from the government because he's talking about the importance of AI. And Chuck Schumer said, oh yeah, absolutely, we can't live without it. I don't want this to stay there. And I don't want that some greedy people like Elon Musk go there and manipulate the government for their own benefit. Because as we all know, and if you're kind of following what's going on, if you're not like blindsided, but if you actually follow what's going on, Elon Musk is always always behind his own purpose. That's what greedy people do. That's what selfish people do. It's not about the public. It's not about, serving humanity. You said, it's in the record, you said, and by the way, we also, in our videos for that, we also know that whatever Elon Musk does with the media, many things that Elon Musk have said and done disappears in the media, in the news. So thankfully, I keep record of it because I make these videos and have all these screenshots of all the news that comes out for years. And that's why even if you search for it, you can find it, you will find it, because the news comes out all the time, because there's really great things called journalism, because many good journalists also don't forget about this stuff and write about this stuff, like today, for example. It's not about, saving humanity, saving with all these electrical cars. Why Elon Musk does these electrical cars? Because he wants to be the leader. He actually said it. He wants to be the person, the leader, the legacy. He wants to have a legacy when he passes from this world. And his legacy is the leader in the electrical cars. That's number one. Why he created SpaceX, why he wants to go to the moon, to Mars, whatever. It's not because he so wants to save humanity. Save humanity for what? But he wants to steal his own purpose of creating a legacy, that he was the first person have done this. And people like him equals also like another greedy guy, which is called the Amazon founder. What was his name? I totally forgot, but you know what I'm talking about. So he can also create a space shuttle. So this has nothing to do with humanity. What are we talking about? So artificial intelligence, coming back. What I want is, if even greedy people like Elon Musk has his own purposes in his mind, I also want, and I hope many more people can talk about this. I hope I will not be the first one ever talk about this, but I want, hoping with this video, if you please can like it and shares with everybody, I want artists, writers, and really like researchers, medical researchers, I don't know, teachers, and all the people who really fought hard to get their work out there, to actually really go to the government, really meet with the government, go meet in Washington and say, stop this, you have to regulate this. Our work, our years and years and years of efforts and work is in stake here. What are we doing? It's impossible not to put a line to this. Like, to what extent now? Who is doing what? Guess what, in my opinion, is also something like the laziness of people, like also the millennials, the Gen Zs, nobody wants to work anymore. Is that right? You can hate me for this, but I say what I experience and what I see. These day and age, young people really they don't want to work. Students don't even know what to do in the library, or even how to go and find a book in the library. It's not just about that. It's just the effort, the amount, the effort that you give to work and to bring your work out there. When you say, now I'm sorry, you were in the wrong generation then. I'm sorry that you worked so hard, but now I don't want to work hard. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. There are so many YouTube videos how you can write a book. Write a book about what? Who I mean, you have absolute, and they're bragging about it. There's so many. I mean, let me show you how you can write a book just using ChatGPT. Like, what? It actually, experts have to write a book. I mean, what I'm getting, the bottom line here is that we are in such a messed up stage of humanity. It is really mind-blowing to me and unacceptable to me. It's not about generations like me working so hard. It's also to promote this as it was something incredibly amazing. It's not. Why? It's literally zero effort, zero quality or expertise, or even stealing, copyright infringement. Like, unbelievable. There is zero regulation. Even within the program, it steals. As I just discovered this morning, it steals even within the program of other creators, designers, art, or the mind, because the prompt you give, there's even a prompt generator. If you're so even lazy to not even create in your mind the vision that you have to create and write a prompt, there's even a prompt generator. How lazy is this? The bottom line here is two things. One, how messed up humanity has become. That's what's bothering me. And two, how can this be so regulated by the government that what about actually the people who do the work, who got their work stolen by the AI programs from the internet? Because say, for example, I am the expert in cancer and I write something on cancer or health or whatever, or I create my art, right? You saw my artwork. I have multiple more, and I put it on the internet and say, here, this is when I publish it. I write a book or something, because I work my behind off the entire life to even get there, to even become the expert of it. And so if then somebody types in and creates a book, and that AI collects all the information from the internet, as I said in the beginning, and put the puzzle together and makes something out of it. So you literally steal my hard work that I work for decades, days and nights, and burning our candles. Is just, with all the efforts, all the pain, all of this, all of that, it's not possible. It has to be regulated. It cannot go on like this, because this will be really, really seriously dangerous, and already has become dangerous on many levels to the humanity. So I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments, and I hope you can like and share this video. And if you are a content creator, if you are an artist, if you are a medical researcher, if you are writing grants to get your business, your nonprofit, your any of for-profit also get grants into your door to actually sustain your work and to sustain your business, definitely let me know and share this with other artists, writers. As I said, it's definitely important that we are together, that we pay attention to this, because this is very critical in my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. I hope I'm not the only one person in this entire world. And as far as I researched it, there are so many people discussing about this on Reddit. So I am not using Reddit, so I just saw it on Google that people are discussing on Reddit, which is great. Keep this stuff going. And this discussion, the more we spread this word, the more we can hopefully, one, save the humanity, and two, regulate this so that people's work is not being stolen and you are not the stealer of other people's work, and work for your own work and really work, not just moving one single finger. The same thing with the spiritual world, with the tarot people, the tarot readers on YouTube, and the light worker, whatever community. And there's also so many greed over there as well. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks again. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.